Hey everyone, it's Donna, and I'm back again, and we are doing another short video on low carb cooking or Donna cooking, Donna the diabetic cooking. I want to show you some of my recipes just to kind of show you how I get around eating a lot of carbs. Now I just did a video on a mug muffin, and I did that because I'm a celiac type of person and I can't eat flour. So I have a recipe for a mug muffin that I just put on. If you want to go check it out, a chocolate mug muffin, 90 seconds in a mug. But I also wanted to show you this recipe. I love pancakes, okay? Can't eat flour, and I don't want the carbs. A pancake runs about 1,000 carbs, if you, depending on the size of the pancake. So I started to think, okay, what can I do? So I found this recipe. It's not my design. I am not the best cook in the world, but I'm going to show you these little pancakes and how they are about 22 to 25 carbs for the entire batch that I'm getting ready to make. The only thing you're going to need is two things. You're going to need some butter for your skillet. You're going to need one egg, and you're going to need one fairly ripe banana, okay? And you're going to blend it. I have my KitchenAid blender here, so I'm going to blend it, and I'm going to show you, this is going to be your batter, and then we're going to fry it. So let's take this little dish here, okay? This is my little mix bowl, and I'm going to move this so you can see kind of what I'm doing. Let's bend this baby down and put it in the screen. Okay, so one banana goes in. And you want to get your banana where it's fairly ripe but not bruised. You know how it gets dark? You don't want that. One egg, your banana goes in. One egg, okay? And I have a piece of that on my finger, so let's get rid of it. Pop that in there. This is your batter, guys. Just think about this. Think of all the carbs you've been eating, and now you don't have to do that anymore. So, okay, let's come over here, and let's base it at the blender. All right, so we have one banana, one egg. Just showing you, I have just a regular beater on my KitchenAid. And these little mixers are amazing. Let's plug it in. I never do this unless start anything with an appliance plugged in. You lock it in so it doesn't move, and then turn it on. Okay, it's blending it up, and it should start to make it like a small amount of batter. And you can increase this if you have more people. You can make more one time, but I'm doing a 1 serving size, maybe 2, depending what you want to do. So, just to show you how easy this is, I'm going to leave the video run while we do it. And I do believe, let's give it one good zap, if today does it right. Love this flavor. And then we turn it off. So then we take this out and lock it. Okay. I always like to take this off and discard it so it doesn't drip everywhere. Let me lay this over here. Okay. We have our batter. Should look like something like that or smoother, depending on how you want it to look. But you can see the small amount that's made, okay? Hang on, we're going to fry this together, and I'm going to show it to you. Hang on, I'll be right back. Please subscribe while I'm setting up. Okay, we are back. Skillet's ready almost. I have this, if I want to clean out the inside of the mixer, but I'm going to try to pour it, and I want to show you how this fries up. So I'm pouring it in here, and I've got enough here for 2 small pancakes. So we'll do this one first. I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit. We're going to speed it up. So I just want to show you. Now these things are not thick. They don't have that flour type of taste, but they do taste like a pancake. I have to be honest. I can't tell the difference. I can't tell the difference between the two. So we're going to fry this. This is going to take me probably, because I may stop the video for a second so you're not bored to death. This will take a couple minutes to fry. You fry it just like a regular pancake, and you're going to flip it. Now these things are tough to flip, so when you see this, it may be destroyed a little bit, but because they are so light. But you know, it is what it is. You put it on a plate, it all tastes the same. So my granddaughter loves these, by the way, and I told her I was making this, and she goes, "Oh, I want it, I want it, I want it." So I'm getting it ready, and I'll feed this to her in a few minutes. So let's pause this, and once I get this thing flipped, I will turn this video back on, let you see. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. I want to show you, I'm going to lift this up and let you see it. I just flipped it. When I started to do this, I went to a smaller size spatula, something a little thinner. And what I do is, when I'm doing this, I tap around the edges just to make sure that it's going to hold together. I go all the way around, I tap the edges. But you can see how it's kind of puffing up, just like a regular pancake. And then I cook. And I have enough to make 2 of these. So it depends on what type of topping you want to put on this. You can actually eat these with nothing on them. They're wonderful. But for me, I mean, I'm not really into artificial sweeteners. I do it sometimes because I try to watch the carbs. I use the sugar-free log cabin, but normally I will buy real maple syrup. It's just healthier for you, I do believe. And then all you do is just slide it off. And this is it. And I will make 1 more. So, and that's what it will look like. Okay? Just wanted to give you a show of it. Tastes wonderful. Anyway, I'm going to sign off for right now. If you have any questions, please let me know, and please subscribe. I've got some more little tricks up my sleeve that I'm going to air here in the next few days. I'm bored to death. So if you have any requests on any type of thing you want me to make, I usually modify all of my dishes to make them a little bit carb friendly, if possible. So if you have any ideas of something you'd like me to show you what I've been doing, let me know, and we'll go from there. You guys have a great day, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.